Welcome, comic lovers. Old Comic Guy at you with another comic haul. This one is actually a collection of stuff that I've purchased on eBay. I haven't opened them. This has been over the past, I don't know, while. Busy, work, etc. So let's see what we got. I don't remember. Have my box cutter sufficiently dull, so I don't cut into comics, but more likely to cut into myself. So yeah, um, let's see what we. I'll be honest, I don't remember. You can assume there's some All-Star Squadron in here. I don't know how much though. I don't like. eBay is kind of a rabbit hole sometimes, and you never really know what you're going to get. And I know that you look for high rated and all that other stuff. And usually I go on for stuff that I'm specifically like, I want that particular issue. But then, of course, you see All-Star Squadron, and I do a box inside a box. This is great. A package, and then inside another package. Oof. Oof. Can you see that? Look at that bend. That's not looking good at all. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's, the bubble wrap gave way or something. I don't know. It looks like they made a container. I really hope this is bubble wrap. Okay. And now to the bubble wrap. Let's see what I got. And then you'll get to see me pull off my what do I know about these things completely on the fly, which I often do for the videos. I actually don't do a lot of research. I just happen to know a lot of stuff, partially because I'm old, and the older you get, the more you know, or you end up dead. So yeah. Let's see what happens. These are not bagged and boarded, but they are bubble wrapped like crazy. So probably not high end. These are probably just some All-Star Squadrons. Oh yeah. Oh man. Ooh. Yes, they're All-Star Squadrons. Let's see what we got. So this is, man, they blacked it. 26. So there you go. Oh. Wait, that's not going to work because that's flipped. All right, let's see. I can just change this direction and you'll get to see it. There we go. So All-Star Squadron number 26. Yes, that is a mark and a mark. So these are definitely just reader copies. Not a big deal. I'm always looking for them. And genuinely, when they go to my grandchildren, the grandchildren aren't going to care and are probably going to enjoy reading them. And then they'll care for their own. These are newsstands. Man, that is so far gone. I can't even tell if this was a US edition or a Canadian edition. That's pretty rough. But everything looks there, so that's a nice reader copy. Most of these are probably going to be reader copies. Here is number 62. And that is not a newsstand. And of course that doesn't have the marks on it, but it is still kind of rough. Fraying down here. Not bad, but a little bit. Some bends in there. And of course that spine is okay, but not hugely wonderful. It's not bad actually. A little dingy. That's all right. Number 66, the origin of the tarantula. The other was The Origin of the Shining Knight. They started doing that near the end of the series. The series ends with issue 67. This is issue 66, right before the end. The end is a Justice Society tale. Starting about the 50s, issue 50s, this became not necessarily a Secret Origins, but kind of a Secret Origins. And here, what do we have? Issue, what is this, 49, I think? 19? 19. There we go. With the mark. These are Roy Thomas, Ordway, for the most part. And this one's really rough. Same thing. This is actually Kurt and Thomas, and then Tony, Kurt and Tony, and then also Tony, Roy, Rick Hoberg, and then there was a ton of people involved in this one. Rich Buckler, Keith Giffen, Martin Odell, Jerry Ordway, George Perez, Carmen Infantino, just a ton of people. And then that's the Ordway and Roy. You know, it's funny because a lot of people highly associate Ordway with the Golden Age characters because of this. And the reality is that he was doing a lot of stuff. This is Ordway. Wow, can barely read it. This is issue 20. Got the floating heads up top. Those really aren't floating heads, but still, same idea. 50th issue, The Crisis. Look at that. And that's Arvil Jones and, of course, Thomas with Mike Clark. And then this is Arvil also. All-Star Squadron number 52. And this is a Crisis crossover. And then you have 53, which is also a Crisis crossover. Still with Arvil and Mike Jones. Or Mike Clark and Arvil Jones. Get that right. And then, so that's pretty cool. Awesome. So that's a find. Let's open up another one. Let's just keep working. We'll do that. So then what do I got next? No idea. Who did I get that from? So that would have been probably, that wasn't the Premiere stuff. I'm going to say that was from Fleenet. Yep. I have some purchases from Fleenet. 14. Oh no, this includes number 1, and this didn't have number 1, did it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They were in rough shape. I'm assuming I knew they were in rough shape. I probably wouldn't have done that otherwise. Well, there we go. From Cheaps Sneaks Online. There they are. It was about $14. So, was it worth it? Yeah, I don't know. It's a bunch of All-Star Squadrons, so I'm happy. And those will go to grandchildren initially, and then when they want better copies, I have them. I have these bad copies for them to read. And then when they want better ones, they can come see me if they go into collecting. All right, so let's see what we have. Nice. This is a nice, wow, that's kind of nice. So this is a nice gem mailer, right? We love to get those. I don't even know what this is, so, you know, but they have a nice, you know, thank you for your purchase. Your feedback's greatly appreciated. And no, I haven't left any feedback yet. I'm slow. If I was really, like, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, okay. So this is one book. It is from, it was from 9-inch Jim, JYM, 9-inch IYM. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but 9-inch IYM. This is a issue 58. Oh yeah, wait, flip this. So there we go. And yes, this is signed by Roy Thomas. And it's a newsstand edition. And it actually, very nice. Very nice. So Arvell Jones, Mike Clark did this one. Obviously, Roy is the author. And I've always wanted to get a chance to meet him. I sadly, when I was younger, there we go. And this is a Torpedo Comics collection. And it was signed 10/30/21 by Roy Thomas. How cool is that? And this was $15. No, $18. $18. Pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. Again, I just kind of did it on a whim. I saw it. Of course, I was going to pick it up. So, pretty cool. And then, of course, that's a nice Jim mailer. Let's do one more, and then maybe I'll do the rest in another video. So to this, and a nice "Do Not Bend" sign on it right there. That's pretty awesome. Do not bend on the front. Of course, that's all reversed for you guys. Let's see. Tape's going to go over this, but let's do it. See if we can tear it that way. Maybe. But we can get the knife in. Knife's dull from cutting my backer boards. I use cardboard, old cardboard. I'm sure there are people, my kids, I would call them, tease the younger generation and call them bougie if they use, store-bought ones, but really it doesn't matter. I've been using old cardboard from whatever got shipped for years, and I don't see a reason to change, and it's free, so yeah. Okay, so this is another nice letter. I hope that you enjoy the item. I have left positive feedback for you on eBay, and I hope you will do the same for me. That's nice. This is by, so let's see, Rolakabard. So there's two in here. And these are supposedly from the estate of Jerry Weist, who was a comic book collector, and his someone he knows is selling it, I guess, this guy. And there's two in here, and they're supposed to be really nice copies. And I'll be honest, this does look really nice, but looks can be deceiving in a bag. There are two in here. Now, I want to be careful. Okay, so let's let you see them. So this is issue 26. There's a spine tick there, but it looks like just the one. Little ding there, not like just normal wear. That's not crazy. Nice. Very nice. So a little bit of wear down here, but actually really great shape. And check the other side real quick. Little Burger Time video game for Atari. I mean, you know, I think we all had that Burger Time for the 2600s. And then a annual number 2. Nice. Wow. Really nice. That's on the side, actually. That's good. Wow. Little imperfections there, but this wouldn't be a gem mint, but it's actually really great shape. Yeah, so that's not a color break, but a little bit of bend there. A press might take that little bit out, but I don't know that I'd even worry about it, to be honest. You got to get the angle just right to see it. Very nice. Let's see. So these were like $13 each, or together as one deal. So pretty awesome. All right. I should have some more. I have a couple more boxes to open. Probably mostly All-Star Squadron, but I don't know. Oh, wait. I did remember something. So I was telling you that when I got the signed one here, that I had seen him at cons before and had kind of bypassed him. Not because I don't want to, but because incredibly long line, or I was somewhere else and didn't actually have my books with me, or any books to have him sign. And sadly, I realized at some point he's still around, and I will hopefully get a chance to see him. As we started losing people over the past 5 years in the comic community and the comic industry, greats, right? Neil's gone, George Perez is gone, and these are really the second generation of greats, right? These are people who came in when it was very still new, but they were the original fans going into the industry. Not like Stan Lee, Mort Weisinger, Martin Odell, all those guys. Those guys were, and even like the Jack Kirby's, right? They weren't fans coming into this. They were kids trying to make a buck, right? When they first started. And so they created something that the next generation of fans wanted to be a part of. And that begins with people like Roy Thomas and goes up through probably Jim Shooter era. And then after that, it's the next generation of bands, basically, right? Who came into this, Klaus Janson and others, right? Who really kind of shaped it. And anyway, so I've bypassed him a couple of times. I've seen guys standing in line, and at the Phoenix Con or the Fan Fusion or whatever it's called now, a couple of years ago, I think it was before COVID, to be honest. He was there, and I thought, wow, there's no line. I'm just going to go shake his hand. And then I started to move towards him, and people were like, hey. And I looked back, and I realized that the line had a break so people could walk through the way. And I looked back down, and it looked like the line went all the way to the other end of the conference center. And I was like, no, I don't have anything. I'm not going to stand in line just to shake his hand. I would now, actually, genuinely, if I went somewhere and saw him, I would genuinely stand in line, shake his hand, tell him thank you. But so anyway, I don't have anything signed because I kind of, we all kind of think that we're going to last forever. And as I've gotten older, that's not the case. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that that's not the case for them also. So if you get a chance and you're at a convention, this is the season of conventions, and you get a chance to meet somebody that you appreciate their work and you've kind of fell in love with what they've done, please thank them. I genuinely, I did it with, I've done it with Neil before this happened and he passed, and I'm glad I did. I'm genuinely glad I did. I never got to do it with George Perez. I would have loved to, but there's people like them, John Byrne, that's no longer, that's not really doing the comic circuit or whatever, or the conference circuit. But man, I just really, I guess it's important that we thank them. Yeah, we buy the books, and yeah, they get some of that money, but genuinely, at least these old guys, they weren't making it like the guys are now, right? Given you didn't need as much then. But so anyway, just thank them. They didn't have to create a wonderful world that we all fall in love with. So I've been doing that ever since, I don't know, a few years now. I just, anytime I meet them, I thank them. Assuming I like their work, and otherwise I don't even give them the time of day. But if I like their work, I will of course thank them. I've thanked, like I mentioned, Neil. I've thanked John Romita Jr., Starlin, a few others that I've enjoyed their work. Joe Rubenstein, and I just feel like there's something to that. Just thanking them, shaking their hand if they're comfortable with that, and just letting them know that I appreciate everything they've done. All right, so that's the end of this haul. Like I said, I'm going to have more. I need to actually log into eBay and send out some feedback on these, and then I will come right back at you with another of these hauls where I open up some more boxes. I got at least 3 more to go. I think just 3 more, but I'd have to look. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves and be good to each other. All right.